Next, our Port Charles Marathon, the week's episodes back-to-back. Then it's Soap Center, hosted by Tanika Ray, followed by our General Hospital Marathon, only on SoapNet. For one day, let SoapNet take you to Port Charles, where nothing is ordinary.
You really are part of me. I am you.
And anything can happen.
You turned my mother into a vampire.
Port Charles, next on SoapNet.
You finally got her back, Caleb. You're precious, Olivia.
Tess.
Tess.
You are so beautiful.
Tess. She's the one. You bastard.
That was amazing. You are amazing.
It was you. You turned away from the dark side tonight. I wasn't making love to a vampire. I was making love to a man. I am right. I can feel something. Somebody's coming.
Who's there?
Grace? Oh my God. Allison! Thank God it's you.
How'd you find us?
Well, first,
We followed the map. Like you did. All right. What are you doing here?
I drew the map, remember?
This doesn't concern you.
Well, I disagree. I think all of this concerns me.
Somebody please tell me where are all those screams coming from?
I don't know.
what is it? What are you feeling?
I'm not sure, but I'm convinced there's some answers here.
Well, I do love a mystery. Wow. That is one neat trick.
There's a lot of pain in here.
Pain and healing.
What does that mean?
That's what I heard. Pain and healing.
Really? What I heard sounded like a cat fight.
This doesn't involve you, Doc.
You're starting to call me Doc again. You should watch those endearments.
You should watch your mouth before I close it for you.
Ian, easy. And you're not helping.
Not helping what is still the million-dollar question. You all seem to know, but no one's sharing.
Because obviously we do not trust you.
Fair enough, but you're going to have to tell me anyway because I'm not going anywhere.
Why?
Why what?
Why do you need to know?
Haven't we covered this? Caleb took my daughter. Caleb destroyed my daughter, which means I want to get him as much as the rest of you. And that means if this place gives us the means to do it, then I want to know the truth about what this place could be.
We'll tell you what you need to know when you need to know it. How's that?
Fine. You don't want to tell me? Don't. But no, you just let go of a loose cannon and you have no idea where I'll go from here.
Tell you where I'd like you to go.
Ditto. But if I were you, I'd welcome me before I'd turn me away. Because I saw something in those notes that the rest of you didn't. And that means I have my own connection to this place, like it or not, and that makes me valuable to the rest of you. And vice versa, whether I like it or not. So what's the old saying? Keep your friends close.
And your enemies closer.
There's a reason those chestnuts endure.
Don't seem to have much of a choice here.
No, you don't.
Okay, so now that we have that settled, what are all these freaky noises?
If the legend is to be believed, these hot springs were a healing pool. Revolutionary War soldiers would come to bathe their wounds and get healed here in these springs.
Let me get this straight. You're saying that those screams are from the ghosts of the wounded?
Can only assume.
So then, if what the legend says is true, water that fills this spring is actually healing water.
No, don't touch it!
Creep! I just can't believe that. Just go for the little urchin? That little urchin Tess. Why? Because he can't have the woman that he really wants. That's why. So what does he do? He goes for the next best thing. Look-alike? God, I'm so stupid. Can't believe he hasn't even missed me once. He hasn't thought of me. Anything since this entire thing is ended. I just thought that, God, to think that I could just get him back with this stupid little surprise. Oops. What are you doing here? How long have you been here?
Long enough to know that you have been a very naughty little girl.
You okay?
I'm better than okay. I was just thinking.
About what?
It's been a long time since I thought of myself as a normal man.
You're not thinking it's a bad thing, are you?
No. Not bad, just different, surprised.
Surprised?
I never thought I'd feel this way again.
I want you to feel this way always.
With you, anything seems possible.
It is. You know that now.
Yes, I do.
Joshua, I'm in no mood for your games.
I am going nowhere, and this is no game. No. You and I had an agreement, do you remember? You were going to spy on Allison and Rafe and come back to me with the information on what their plans were for Master Caleb Morley. Now, what I gather from your little burlesque tirade, you did do some snooping, but you were going to take the information and the goods and deliver them into the ear of the wrong bloody vampire.
Well, believe me, I will never make that mistake again.
You really are upset, aren't you?
That was a very astute observation there, Sherlock.
I'm very sorry. I'm sorry you had to see him. Tess of all bloody...
Yeah, I bet you are.
Well, don't make me say it, but I told you so.
You did, didn't you? You're right. Is that what you want to hear, Joshua? You're right, okay? He used me. He never loved me, and he never will. He manipulated me, and he made a fool of me. And then to top it off, he turned me into just some walking freak of nature that can never even die. Oh, no, I get to live with this lousy curse forever. It's just a eternity of just lonely misery. You know what? I'm finished. I am finished. I am not shedding one tear for that miserable SOB. If he wants to play around with that little mouse of his, then he's welcome to it. Hope he has fun as long as that lasts.
Don't tell me you're giving up.
Oh, I'm not giving up. Joshua, I never give up. I am a survivor. Like that silly song says. Oh, no, I'm gonna fight this. I'm gonna fight this with everything that I've got and more.
That's my girl. I knew you had it in you.
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet. I'm gonna help you nail the carcass of that blood-sucking bat to the wall. Partner.
Wait, why can't I touch it? I mean, if what Lucy said was true, then this water is healing. It's good.
That's the legend. We don't really know what's in there.
Rafe's right. Not to mention the fact this is Caleb's property.
So I think we need to get out of here. The sooner the better.
I'm not leaving without getting some answers.
Believe it or not, I'm with him. I mean, we've come this far.
Okay, guys, this spring, it's not going anywhere. And whatever it is, we know one thing about it. It's been here for centuries, so we can come back another time.
Okay. See ya.
All right, Kevin, you want to be on the inside? Let me give you a little information. We got here tonight by following Elizabeth.
Well, you played the music for her.
Yeah,
And what?
she got very agitated. She obviously saw something as we followed her here.
Straight to Caleb.
But, wait! Caleb knows we are all here?
No, I'm sure if he knew, we would have heard from him by now. But I don't feel like trusting Elizabeth to keep her mouth shut.
Oh, we shouldn't be here. We should get out of here.
Right. Wait, what would be so wrong with just trying to take a little sample of the water without touching it back with us?
Take it back to the lab.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, here, put it in this.
Perfect.
Wait. You okay?
I'm fine. Let's get out of here.
Your place, Ian?
Getting crazier and crazier.
Yeah, it's pretty wacky, isn't it?
Tell me something. Is it hard having Kevin hanging around like this?
What do you think? This whole thing doesn't reek of easiness.
Does he know? I mean, about Ian?
No. Kevin does not know about Ian. He can never know. None of us can let him know. Do you understand?
Yes,
that?
okay. Are you feeling the same bad vibes that Rafe is feeling here?
Yeah, I think I'm probably feeling exactly what Rafe is feeling. I just can't put my finger on it. I do know we better get out of here, but this is not going to be the last time we visit this place.
Okay. Okay, come on.
Rafe?
Yeah. Yeah, let's go.
It seems like another lifetime when you and I were together, but that old blue heartache, it just keeps hanging on forever. And sometimes I remember, sometimes I forget.
Allison and Rafe that I wanted to help them, that I wanted to be involved with whatever it was that they were doing to get Caleb.
How did they respond?
Well, I can't say they trust me,
No surprises there. Go on.
but I did manipulate them into letting me in on one of their little secrets.
Oh, you are good. You are so good.
So, Rafe had me listen to the first 5 notes. The first 5 notes of Caleb's song, Naked Eyes.
That's your revelation?
Would you let me finish? He wanted to know how it would sound to a vampire.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I really didn't know what it had to do with anything, but I listened. And it was so strange because these 5 notes being played over and over again conjured up this picture.
A picture of what?
I don't exactly know. It was this icy paradise, but with a spring running through it, a hot spring with this steam coming up off of it.
It sounds lovely.
It was breathtaking. But the most amazing thing was that I actually felt drawn to this, like I was actually supposed to go there. So what I'm thinking is if we can actually find this place, this spring, we're going to have something up on Caleb.
And that's what we have to do. We have to find out where it is. We have to find out where it is and find out what it means to him.
Mm-hmm. How it all fits together, because it has to.
Very clever of you to manipulate Rafe into giving you that information.
What is that supposed to mean?
I think it's information he already has. I only wanted you to confirm it. He knows where this place is. You have to find out where it is.
Exactly.
It means more spying on Allison. Are you up for it?
Anything that brings pain and suffering to Caleb Marley is fair game for me. What? What is so funny?
I find it very amusing how enthusiastic you are about working for me. Little arrogant, insignificant, little paid help, little servant, little Joshua, you carry my bags, little...
Well, it's all still true. I just realized that, I don't know, maybe we need each other.
Ping. Finally, the light goes on. You and I are going to bring Caleb Morley to his knees. And love won't have a thing to do with it.
Not a thing.
Well, this is quite a little setup you have here. It looks like standard General Hospital issue to me. Retirement gift?
We are borrowing the equipment.
I'm sure Alan will appreciate that. You know, vampire research being a pet cause of his and all. What's this?
That's the water that keeps the vampire urges in check. We got some of Caleb's.
What will they think of next?
Can we just let Ian focus on his work, please?
Actually, I think I'm coming up with something.
What is it?
I'll tell you in a minute.
What is that? What are you doing now?
Well, I'm using the water from the healing spring and mixing it with what Chris came up with during his experiment. And I think that's it.
What? What is it?
That's the formula. That's what Caleb's been using in his water. That's how he's been doing it this whole time.
I mean, the vampires don't feed because of what's in this bottle?
Okay, all right, so we've got it. We found Caleb's secret stash. What does that mean? What do we do with this now?
Okay, legend says that this water was used to heal, right? It almost made people feel reborn.
Okay, yeah, so what?
So, Caleb, he made a special cocktail out of it, using Chris's special formula to hide the vampire urges to feed, among other things. But What if you left out that special ingredient? What if this spring water could cure a vampire completely?
Stay tuned for scenes from the next Port Charles. Surrender.
Port Charles.
You'll never have peace until you know, Jack. Why? You were never enough.
From now on, I'm going to be known as The Experience, featuring Caleb Morley. It's time for the whole world to know who I really am.
Get wrapped up in Port Charles. All 5 of this week's episodes are on now, back to back, only on SoapNet. We make soap watching easy.